everybody and welcome to the first official, hopefully, public release of RoadVlog. My name's Jester. If you don't know who I am, I don't know why you're on my channel. That's pretty odd. Nobody new stumbles on these videos, do they? Especially this one, Jesus Christ. I hope this is your first video, by the way. So, this is the little project I mentioned in I Know You Don't Care last week. I don't know when this is going out. Number 52, the year anniversary, which still baffles me that I've been vlogging for over a year, but still. Yeah, RoadVlog. So basically what I want to do is take a subject or two maybe from either Twitter or from conversations I've had throughout the day and maybe expand into them a bit more, talk to you guys personally about it, and hopefully not have a shitty video because sound quality is terrible because my mic doesn't work or the engine's too loud or my car's just generally too squeaky for you to hear me. It shouldn't be too squeaky, I don't know why it would be. So yeah, so today's subject, which I wanted to talk about, is YouTube, funnily enough. I do a little bit of that. You probably are watching this on YouTube. If you're not, you're watching on Patreon. Watch on Patreon. Why aren't you a patron? I'm kidding. God, I'm going fucking nuts already on this. So, I was talking earlier to someone who you guys will know if you're from the Twitch channel as Penguin Boss Lord, aka Becky, good friend of mine. She's done a few videos with me as well. Most famously Tales from the Borderlands, I believe, would probably be the most popular one watched. Anyway, we were talking about how she wants to get into YouTube, and it got me talking about, you know, what I do with YouTube and things, and mostly talking about a game called We Happy Few. Again, if you're familiar with my channel, you know I've put a video out on that, you know I'm a big fan of that. There is more coming, by the way. I got way more into it than I expected, which kind of led to this conversation. So this one being the particular example, but there are other games that I've seen with this situation before. I've only watched like 2 or 3 other channels that have covered We Happy Few, and like I said, it's happened with other games before now, but it's like, so I fully appreciate the channels that I watch. I won't name drop any of them, but I watch a lot of them for entertainment. You know, I don't watch them for, you know, player skill or anything like that. I just watch them because they're funny, which can be kind of bad sometimes because it ends up, it's the case of, like, if I'm into a game, for example, We Happy Few, if I see somebody playing it badly, it annoys me. Like, I can't really just sit down and appreciate the comedy behind it. Same with Overwatch, actually. There's a couple of channels that I watch that don't really do too well with Overwatch, like they're bad at it. I'm not to say I'm good, but, you know, you can tell they don't really care about how good they are in the game, which is fine, you know. Not everybody has to care about how they are in a video game, but if it's a game you like, you kind of want to see other people do well in it. You don't really want to see people do badly in it and then mock it because they don't understand it, which is what got me into this whole thing. So with We Happy Few, I obviously played our first episode and I didn't know too much about the game, admittedly. Most people, when they jump into a game, well, especially that game, don't know too much about the game. But I've actually recorded like a couple more hours since and like really got into the game. As you guys know, the game is pretty bare bones right now anyway. There's not a whole lot in there. There's well, from what I know, there's a main story quest at the moment. There's only one main story intro. There's going to be 3 in total, only once in the game currently. And the game does just drop you into the game with no tutorial. Kind of goes from interesting story like mode, I guess, to like just straight survival without any like real, oh yeah, this is how you survive, this is what you do, this is what you need kind of thing, which is fine. I kind of appreciate the fact that not every game has to hold your hand. I imagine We Happy Few will have a tutorial system in it at some point. It would make sense to, especially with the transition that suddenly happens. But anyway, you know, I spent a couple more hours in the game, and you know, I kind of, I hate to say this because I always sound like I'm full of myself, but I kind of know what's going on now. I know like what to do with the game. I understand the basic mechanics. I know what I'm supposed to be doing within the game. So this brings me to these other channels, and they aren't like that. It's like they'll play it and they'll appreciate the graphics, maybe they'll appreciate maybe the controls, but they kind of completely ignore the mechanics of the game and ignore the actual story of the game and what's going on, and just kind of like do stupid shit in it and not really try to get anywhere in the game. And interestingly, one of the channels that I do watch, I think they've read their own comments and kind of took it on board and focused on along channels, but not a lot of channels that I watch, hand of God, not a lot of channels I watch get into a game, unless I'm like specifically going for a channel that does just one kind of game or focuses on one kind of game. It's hard to explain, but you know, it's two kinds of different channels. There's people that are good at games that play those games, there's people that are just entertaining, and the game's almost not even part of the video, it's like a backdrop essentially, like you could just listen to it as a podcast kind of thing. And like I said, maybe I should focus a bit more on that former section of videos if that's what I'm interested in. But it kind of brought me to the conversation I had with Becky, where I'm like, one of the reasons I do YouTube videos is not because, well, I don't know why I'm starting it off, not. I do it because I like to make videos my way. So you know how people are always like, oh, I wish this person would cover this song and stuff like that, and quite often the reaction will be, well, if that's how you want to hear a song, or this is how you want a game made, then why don't you make it yourself, kind of thing. And that was my mentality very much with YouTube. We get into the history of why I make YouTube videos now. I guess that's what this kind of is. Like, I got into making YouTube videos not because, you know, I thought, ooh, big YouTuber money, ooh, cool. I got into it because well, first of all, I enjoy it. I love the fuck out of playing playing games and making videos. It's like, it's something I've always been into, making videos. I don't know why. I do know why. I enjoy entertaining people, and videos, like I said, with streaming is a very good way of doing that, because it means I don't have to be face to face with people, which is something I sometimes struggle with. But no, it's enjoyable making videos that I think I know people actually enjoy, and you know, people come back to, which still amazes me to this day. It's been like over 2 years, not far from 3 years maybe now, of creating YouTube videos in some form and streaming and all that, and people still come back. That still baffles me even now. Thanks, by the way, if you're one of those people. But yeah, it's like, I got into YouTube because I wanted to make videos my way. So obviously I want to have fun with the videos, I want to be entertaining and things, but I also don't want to just be another YouTuber who... So there's two different kinds of YouTubers that I feel like don't make it. This is a conversation I've had with Birdo before now as well. It's like, you have YouTubers that will play a game and literally just describe everything that they're doing within the game, which isn't really something that's needed if you're playing a YouTube game, unless you're like explaining how to get an achievement, explaining how to get through a puzzle. It's like, a lot of people seem to start YouTube. I've back to this conversation I had a while back about how being a YouTuber is an I'm a writer in the world. I think it didn't come out, I don't think. I'll have to expand on that later. But yeah, it's like, people will jump on a game and be like, oh, I am doing this, and now I'm going to do this. Oh, let's go do that thing. And admittedly, I could be guilty of slipping into that a little bit, but something that got pointed out that people do enjoy about my videos, which seems weird to say. It sounds so full of myself saying that, like, oh, people enjoy my videos, they've told me. It's not like that. It's like, I genuinely, like I said, get amazed that people still do watch my videos. They watch one, they come back, it's like, what the fuck? What's wrong with you? Crazy person. But yeah, it's, I lost my train of thought now. I full on lost my train of thought. So yeah, like I was saying, I know people enjoy some of my videos because I actually go, like, into other things that are to do with the video. Like, something will happen in a game or in the video, whatever, and then I'll kind of like go off on a tangent of like a personal story or something, or, you know, I can turn it into something that's more comedy maybe. And I think that's why I've been told by one or two people, and I'd like to think it applies to more people who just haven't said anything, but I think that's why people enjoy my videos, because I can turn them into more than just I am doing this. I actually turn it into something that is funny, because I feel like I'm relatively good at improvisation. One of the things I have noticed, and this is something I was actually going to talk about in I Do Not Care, is it started to affect my editing a lot more as well. So I can be doing something in a game that's actually happened with We Happy Few as well. I can be doing something in a game and then realised I could have said something funny, like within the commentary, and then kind of realised while I'm editing, and then I can just, well, you know, it's a bit too late then. I don't really want to be that kind of person who edits their voiceover to be funny after the fact. I like to have everything naturally flowing. So, says the guy just jump cuts. Yeah, I kind of realised that after the fact that I could have said something funny, so I'll add something in, like, in We Happy Few, there was a bit where there was bees, and as you guys know, if you've been watching my streams, I'm a big fan of not the bees, and I could have said that in the video, completely fucking forgot. So instead, I found the movie clip and inserted it in a really funny place, I feel, and yeah, it adds a lot more to the videos, I think, and I think that's something I've started learning a lot more while I'm doing videos. It's like, I do have the improv and comedy skills relatively well, or relatively decently, I think. Maybe I'm just tooting my own horn here. I feel like I can be quite funny, let's put it that way. Like, I do end up laughing at my own jokes a little bit, and I've said this before, I feel like if I can't make myself laugh with jokes, and I, you know, find a lot of things funny, then why would anybody else find my jokes funny? So I think it's like one of those rare occasions where you're allowed to laugh at yourself. I do believe I do believe. I know there's a few comedians out there that have the same thing. Like, there's some comedians that'll test their jokes out on other people and see if they're funny. But there's also other comedians that are like, I know this is funny, I made myself laugh with this, so I'm going to use it kind of thing, or at least, again, get a second opinion, test it out. So I feel like that's what I'm doing a lot more with my YouTube videos as well, because I have mentioned before that, you know, I am quite into, well, I used to be into the idea of being a stand-up comedian, and obviously me having a big thing with being face-to-face with people, like I said, this videos and streams are a great delivery mechanism for that, and yeah, I've kind of like gone way off tangent of what I was saying originally with this video, but what I want to do with videos is, you know, be funny, be entertaining, but at the same time, be informative, and actually relatively decent at the game. I'm never going to be good at a game, we all know I'm fucking terrible at video games, but I want to be semi-decent at games. I want to provide a viewing experience as well as just like a listening experience, if you get what I mean? Because again, I do know a lot of YouTubers end up with a thing that they don't really get the videos watched as much as they listen to. And I've mentioned before that I'll quite often have like videos and streams in the background while I'm maybe working on a thumbnail or something, or talking to my girlfriend, or, you know, talking to various other people, or playing with the kittens, whatever. I'll have like stuff on in the background rather than actually physically watching it. And I want to provide something that's actually decent to watch as well. So it means I have to kind of be semi-good at the game, and, you know, providing, I suppose, information and education at the same time as comedy, which is quite a difficult combination to pull off, and maybe I'm not doing that, but I feel like I'm at least getting there. Maybe people already think that about my videos, I don't know, maybe they do think that way about, especially the gameplay ones. It's like, I don't really like playing games and being shit at them. What is that pigeon really got it? I like playing a game, I like learning what to do within the game, and, you know, then making the video. I did it with, it's a horrible example because I hate the game, but I did it with Five Nights at Freddy's 3. Like, I watched several YouTubers' videos before I actually played the game myself, and I paid attention to jump scares and what was going on and shit, but I never really paid attention to the mechanics because they don't really get showcased with like a lot of the YouTubers I watch, like I mentioned. It's like they just play this like an entertaining video more than anything. As soon as I jumped into that game, I realised within like 2 or 3 minutes that the sound that you get to play was the thing that attracted Springtrap to the cameras, and there was like a system in place where you had to play it on one camera, let the cooldown happen, play it on another camera, and get him to hold him in certain places between cameras and things. And it's like, most people don't, I say most people, that's a bit generalisation-y? Sure, that's a word. A lot of YouTubers that I've watched don't really figure that shit out. They kind of like just go through it over and over again, and it's the whole thing of if you keep repeating the same thing over, expecting different results is madness kind of thing. It's like, you'll see people like Markiplier, for example. No offense to the guy, I do like watching his videos from time to time, especially the jump scare ones, but I'm never going to play them myself. But yeah, it's like you can see him and people like that just beating their head on a game until something finally clicks. They don't really sit there and figure it out. And I guess that doesn't make so much of an entertaining video, but that's where you make up for it personality-wise. which is what I like to think that I'm at least trying to do. Like I said, maybe not pulling it off, but I like to think I'm at least trying to do that. So it's interesting. It's like trying to balance it all is quite the challenge. Like I said, maybe I'm not pulling it off, maybe I am. I like to think I am. I like to think I'm at least in the process of getting there. But yeah, that's kind of what I wanted to talk about this week. So I say this week, this could be a fortnightly video, it could be the only one I do. Maybe you guys hate it because of the audio quality. I don't know what it's like yet. Yeah, if you guys don't know about the road vlogs, I've been talking about fucking ages. If you don't know about the road vlogs I've been doing and practicing and stuff, I've probably done 5 of them now that haven't been released. I think I've actually maybe deleted them all, I'm not sure. They might still be on the phone actually. But the first 1 or 2 were on my old phone, and they came out shite because the microphone and camera were awful. Since then I've tried with my new phone, did it with just the speaker, microphone, and you guys will have heard that on one of the I Know That Cares, and that actually doesn't sound too bad. Does pick up quite a lot of engine noise getting up to like 50 miles per hour though, which was like the main issue. Since then tried it with a microphone, you might be able to see it clipped on the seatbelt there. Tried that plugged straight into the phone, didn't really work. Not sure why that's the case, but it just didn't. Since then, been told about a guide that you should use an audio splitter, like I use for using dual headphones on various games. Using that, and the first one I did sounded absolutely fantastic. Actually picked up a lot of noise still, but not so much engine noise. It was more picking up like indicator noise. That noise that you're hearing right now, which rumble strips are going over. But it picked up my voice okay, and I think that's the main thing. So as long as my voice can be heard like clearly over the engine and whatever, then I think I'm pretty much okay. So hopefully more of these will be coming, and hopefully more will be coming with other people. I do plan on doing a bit of a series where I'm traveling to places and catching up with people, talking to them about various bullshit. I'll edit it down to something that could be funny by the end of it all. Dean and I are going to see Suicide Squad this Friday. Tomorrow, we're calling this on a Thursday. So hopefully, providing 2 mics works with the audio splitter, we'll have a spoiler-filled review or something like that, or just a general chat about the game, general chat about the movie on the way back. So yeah, that'll be nice. Hopefully that'll all come to fruition. But anyway guys, hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, let me know in the comments, and if you like, apparently it helps out on the old YouTubes. Again guys, thank you so much for supporting me for as long as you all have. It's still amazingly baffling to me. I've said it already, but it amazes me that people come back for my content. It really does. Brings a tear to my eye. I wasn't quite joking around, let's get this right. Brings a tear to my eye. Ah. Sure, that'll work, fuck it. I'm so good at doing that accidentally during videos, but I can't really do it properly. Like, someone help me do an impression. Nah, ain't happening. Anyway, thanks for watching as always guys, and I'll see you in the next one. See ya.